right, welcome. We have a moment of funny with the 2018 Thurber Prize finalist for her hilarious book, Would Everybody Please Stop? Reflections on Life and Other Bad Ideas. We have Jenny Allen with us today. Welcome, Jenny. Her essays have appeared in numerous magazines, including The New Yorker. So obviously, big fan here at Thurber House, as James Thurber was a New Yorker writer himself. She is a performer and storyteller. Her award-winning solo show, I Got Sick and Then I Got Better, has been seen in venues across the country and in Canada. Maybe it'll make an appearance in Columbus. All right, number one, what is your favorite word?
Horrible probably is, I seem to use that word a lot. Horrible.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Number two, what is your least favorite word?
Moist. Hate it, hate it, hate it. The sound, the concept, hate it. Moist. I just hate it.
Number three, name one thing on your bucket list.
The Hermitage, you know, the museum in St. Petersburg. I want to go there and look at art, and I'm told it just takes days to get through it, which I would love. I wish that were funnier response, but I have no interest in like hang gliding or whatever other people say that they really want to do.
That sounds amazing to me. Number four, a favorite book you read as a kid.
I think maybe The Yearling, and I don't know if kids have them anymore, but there's a series of biographies in the library.
Number five, what sound do you love?
There is this sound here where I live on Martha's Vineyard, and there's something called pinkletinks. I don't know if you have I think that's like a Martha's Vineyard word for them. They're these tiny frogs. They are so tiny, they're like as big as a thumbnail. And they're like a harbinger of spring. They're so tiny, these frogs, and they sound like giant booming. You can't believe how loud they are.
I love the sound of frogs. And the fact that they're called pinkletinks is my favorite thing now.
It's the best, right? And there's a little contest for the whole island of Martha's Vineyard. But the guy who always wins lives on my street. For who hears the first pinkletink, the newspaper has this thing, and then you have to send in the recording to prove that you heard it. Hold on a second, just to say, I'm so sorry. I'm just on a Zoom little. Oh, so they're supposed to come between 2 and 4. Of course he's here.
Number six, what smell do you hate?
Well, I do hate the smell of beets cooking.
Number seven, who is your favorite humorist?
I have a lot. I do love David Sedaris, of course, but I love Robert Benchley. I like Jean Shepherd, Nora Ephron, of course. Kathleen Shine is a wonderful, writes books that are comic in tone, but they're novels.
Number eight, if you were sent to a deserted island, what one thing could you not live without?
The island doesn't have the internet, does it?
Yeah.
I do a lot of things on my computer. These are hard.
That's why we like to ask them and not answer them.
Well, food is my favorite thing, but I don't know if that counts. I mean, I literally couldn't live without it, but I really, really do love eating so much. And, but I think it has to be more of an object. And I think it would be a book, although maybe it would have to be one of those books that I always think I'm going to read that I would then be forced to read because I wouldn't have it. So I guess it would be Swan's Way by Proust, or maybe the whole thing, every volume.
Number nine, what folly of humanity do you find the funniest?
That everybody, even people with no sense of humor, everybody thinks they have a sense of humor. I do find it kind of funny, I guess, that even horrible people have friends.
Number 10, now keep in mind, Thurber's watching, as is Thurber Cookie Doc. Number 10, cats or dogs?
This is just awful to admit, but I have to say neither.
Oh, interesting.
Those are Thurber's dogs, the way he draws them as companions. It's hard for me to be with species that don't talk, and because I really like to talk and to hear what somebody else has to say. Number
11, are you a Thurber fan? And if so, what is your favorite Thurber story?
I am a Thurber fan. After we started talking, I just, because I am moving, and I did find this beautiful Thurber book, Many Moons, a children's book.
And you have a beautiful copy, so I'm very jealous. Number 12, what is your Walter Mittyist fantasy?
That I would be in a really great play that ran for 2 years. I would never get tired of doing it. I would never say, oh, I have to say the same old lines every night. I would just be thrilled. That would be my Walter Mitty play, a Walter Mitty moment. I would love to be in a play that ran and ran and ran.
And number 13, the final question. If comedy heaven exists, who do you want to greet you at the door?
Oh gosh. Maybe Steve Martin, maybe Lily Tomlin or Jane Wagner. Maybe Jane Wagner, who was Lily Tomlin's writer and companion partner. I think I would love her to greet me at the door because I think we could have a good long conversation.
You made it through the Thurber 13.
But the minute we hang up, I'm going to think of I'm trying to think of the books I read as a kid. Oh my God.
I know, that's the hard part. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to do it and to like tax your brain thinking of everything in the middle of the movie.
My poor little brain is exploding. Oh, I have to think.
Thank you so much. We were excited that you could do this with us and obviously very impressed with your book. You know, it was a finalist.
Oh, no, you were wonderful to have me. Now I'm thinking of all these words that I hate, but thank you, ladies, so much for having me. The washing machine repairman is waiting outside for me. The guy who came while we were talking, and he promised he would wait. But do you think it's okay if I go humor him now?